In the world we live in today, we live and breathe through social media. Social media is a wonderful way to stay connected to friends and family, allows us to meet new people on a regular basis, and even shares the newest and latest trends with us. Some of the major effects that social media is leaving on younger generations is cyberbullying, unrealistic views on life, and even unhealthy emotional connections to social media. Cyberbullying is one of the biggest issues that younger generations are facing with social media. Cyberbullying is very common and is one of the biggest impacts of anxiety, depression, and even low self-esteem in younger generations. The next biggest issue that younger generations are facing due to social media is unrealistic views on life. Photoshopped images, staged appearances, and even filters that are being left on photos gives younger generations an unrealistic view and appearance on life. Lastly, younger generations are facing an issue with an unhealthy emotional connection to social media. This means that they are posting for attention, they are craving that connection to stay connected to other people, and even FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. While looking into all the research and information on the topic of social media affecting younger generations, the biggest issue that I'm facing is everyone saying that it is the parents' issue for why children are suffering mentally and emotionally because of social media. While I completely agree parents should monitor the accounts of younger generations on social media to help prevent cyberbullying and inappropriate content, parents cannot prevent everything. If parents were able to stop cyberbullying, this would have been solved long ago. While there is plenty of research, information, data, and statistics, the biggest thing that I wish I could do further on my paper is sit down and speak with an actual psychologist that is helping and dealing with these children on a first-hand basis. This would give me the chance to have an emotional and first-hand experience of what these children are actually going through and not just looking at statistics and informational data. I do think my paper leaves a very strong point on how much social media is actually emotionally and mentally damaging to children, not just on a short-term basis, but on a very long-term basis, and something they struggle with throughout their whole life. Anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, having unrealistic goals of life is just affecting their future. It's taking a very unrealistic view on life. And a lot of children are thinking that they just don't need to go to school, or that if they do this or if they do that because someone on social media is doing that, then they have unrealistic views, because most of the time that's not how the real world works. Lastly, I do have a very emotional connection to the topic that I am writing about. Firsthand, my little brother just completed his first year of high school. This is hard because emotionally I am not sure what he could or may be going through in the future or now. Again, children are very good at hiding their emotions and don't want to tell everyone the struggles that they may be facing internally because of the fear that the situation may be blown off, or that the situation will just be completely misunderstood because as adults we could not understand them. And as adults, we know that this is not true, but in the mind of a child or younger generations, this is how they may feel, especially as teenagers. While all my research and data has taught me a lot of information, I am mostly glad that I have learned about the struggles that children are actually facing and the struggles that future young generations may be facing as well. It gives me motivation to help any way that I can to help prevent the children going through these struggles now, and hopefully the children in the future, so they can have a better life as well.